Welcome back to Airgun Shooter. I got another interesting little tidbit for you all today. I remembered another golden oldie parked in the closet upstairs. We're having an odd problem with that upstairs closet, and this house is only 16 years old, but even the scope I'm putting on my Model 160 Crossman, it's a Weaver V22A off another 22 I had upstairs. It looks like I stored it in a mud puddle for a month and then parked it on the closet shelf, you know? The strange dirt situation, this is the only house I've ever seen with that makes that kind of a dirt in what looks like a clean closet, okay? So, got something cool for you all this time. The Crossman AIR17. According to the serial number right here on the clip receiver, it was built in January 1987. This particular model being produced from 1985 to 1990 till it was banned in the United States. At the time when they were wanting to ban anything that remotely looked like an assault weapon. This is a 177 caliber BB and pellet rifle. It doesn't even have rifling in the barrel, although I remember something about the barrel they called button rifling. If anybody knows what that is, put it in the comments below. I'm not sure if that applies to this one, but I remember hearing it back in the day at any rate. So, anyhow, this is one of the few, in fact I think it's the only one I've seen on YouTube. It still has the factory clip. It's got two buttons you push in right here. And it still has the two factory speed loaders. I hope you can see this. That one still has one of the original Crossman lead pellets in it. Now, I gotta grab them. I've also got slanted there, so the slant faces forward. Hold on, then we got something else. These are Gamma Lethals. It's got that domed copper rivet in the tip. It's not a BB, it's actually a domed copper rivet, as you can see in the picture right there by my finger, with the polymer skirt. The rockets are basically the same, except they've got a lead skirt. That's the difference. And these are 5.56 grains, a bit lighter than the plastic ones, and with modern technology. These things actually hit hard. A guy shot one of these into a Jalton block, 177 modern Springer. It went into that Jalton block about that far, but the skirt came off about that far in. So this copper core thing keeps going where when it enters the animal or the target or whatever. The skirt stops and the little rivet thing keeps going. That's the interesting thing they found about these. So that's cool. You could get some serious penetration on these. So with a high-powered Springer and a decent range, you could probably put this right through the head of a turkey at 50 yards. I have no doubt. We'll try that with the Winchester 1400 CS. Anyway, these being lighter, I like the carry handle. We'll try it in the speed loaders with this one. And it's still got the thing right here where the selector switch would be on an AR-15, where you actually pull that aside, you pour the BBs in here, and you can pull this little switch back like that, turn upside down and shake it. I'm going to shake them. I can go like this and shake it back into the reservoir. It's actually down in here, the separate little section on the action here. Push that switch back up to close the upper magazine for the BBs. And that's it. They say it's a one pump. We were pumping this thing more than once, thinking it's because it's basically the same action as my 760 Power Master. So I figured, well, this has got to be able to be pumped 8 or 10 times, but apparently not. I don't know. When I get a new chronograph, Caldwell has one where you can buy an optional lighting kit for about 50 bucks. So even if it's in low light conditions, the photo sensitive sensors that thing uses can be used in darker places, like with shooting ranges dimly lit. You have the lights that go on the little perb things on top of the chronograph. You light that up and it can see the pellets going through it better. So I'm going to buy the optional lighting kit. Now it'll cost me taxi well probably 160 something, I'm guessing, from what I've seen so far. I go to walmart.com for all this stuff if I can, and you save a lot of money. So anyway, there's one pump. The usual 760 Power Master safety. You push that in, safety's off. So you can see in here the thing still works. And it says oil here, 3 drops. That's the end of the pump piston. Pump piston assembly that works for the gas valve that's back in here. It's a different valve than the Crossman Model 160 I did a video series on, you guys saw. But it's the same principle nevertheless. It takes a pretty good amount of effort to pressurize that thing. So that's got to be up around 500 feet per second, give or take. Nothing in it, just shooting at a box in the corner, just as a safe backstop, just in case. And one BB rolling on the floor. The tip of the bolt thing here has a magnet on it for that BB magazine up in here, because the BBs are like copper or aluminum coated steel. These have a silvery color to them. I don't know if they're Daisy or Crossman. They're so old I couldn't say. Anyhow, I also cleaned it up with some of this Remington Remwell, Gander Mountain, Cabela's, and Bass Pro Shops, whatever. Anybody that's got modern gun supplies will have this. It's got Teflon lube in it. There's no powder solvents or anything in there. This stuff is really nice for cleaning these air guns. You can see the barrel on that, which looks fabulous. Even the plastic looks pretty good. So that was real nice for cleaning these air guns up. I use that on this 160 too, just as a comparison. That looks like the 160 is about 2 inches longer. The AIR17 obviously is 177 caliber. The Crossman 160 over here is a 22. A little bit of difference there. I think the 160 gained some weight since I stained the stock and made it nice and shiny with that True Oil, that Birchwood KC True Oil. It's like a French polish. But the Rem Oil did work nice to clean all that funky mud puddle, dirty, dusty looking stuff off of this one by and large. Then there's some Q-tips and stuff, and put some of that Rem Oil on there to kind of freshen it up. Bloomfield, East Bloomfield, New York. That's where they moved to from Fairport, I think it says on the 160. Anyway, pretty soon here we'll get this one on a 10-yard target in the backyard, and fool around with this one till I can find a tap small enough to fix that lower screw hole on the gas valve for the 160, and get the scope mounted so we can take that to the rifle range, and we'll see what all of them do at 25 yards. So until then, Lord willing, the creeks don't rise. We'll see you again. Praise the Lord. Pass the ammunition.